Japanese mythology and religion are among the most visually captivating and frequently depicted themes in clothing, household items, films, and various decorative arts. Anime alone attracts millions of viewers each year, with the lore behind each character being an entire story worthy of a book. Today, we will delve into the origins of ancient Japanese culture and organize all the knowledge and facts about the well-known Oni and the gods of Shintoism. Shinto, the ancient religion of the Japanese, can be difficult for foreigners to understand. It lacks a clear system, a single founder, sacred scriptures, or a creation story of humankind. Additionally, Shintoism has coexisted harmoniously with Buddhism for centuries. The meaning of the word Shinto is explained by two kanji. Shin, kami, meaning divine spirit, and to, meaning way. In short, Shintoism is the way of the gods. For the Japanese, spirits are not only associated with deceased ancestors. Every person is accompanied and guided by a kami spirit. Kami inhabit trees, stones, birds, animals, water, mountains, mist, the sun, and every object in existence. Their essence manifests in natural phenomena, and the reverence and worship of them express gratitude for all that they provide. Archaeological discoveries spark debates among scholars regarding the origins of Shintoism. It is generally believed that Shinto emerged in Japan during the Yayoi period, 3rd century BCE, early 4th century CE. This era marked the formation of the Japanese nation from diverse ethnic groups arriving from Korea, China, and Siberia, as well as the emergence of the Japanese state. The ancient chronicles Kojiki and Nihon Shoki, dating back to the Age of the Gods, recorded the genealogy of the first emperor Jimmu, a direct descendant of the sun goddess Amaterasu, as well as the mythology and rituals of Shintoism. These are considered the oldest reliable historical records, though they were written only in the 8th century. Later, the Engishiki Chronicle was created, containing prayers, rituals, and imperial decrees. The Japanese emperor, tracing his lineage to the sun goddess, was granted the title of Heavenly Emperor, a status that has been preserved to this day. In the second half of the 19th century, the Meiji reforms established Shinto as the state religion, leading to the persecution of Buddhist clergy and the transfer of temples to Shinto priests. Today, Shintoism remains a traditional aspect of Japanese culture, deeply ingrained in the national mentality. Its symbol, the rising sun on the national flag, honors the great Shinto deity Amaterasu, the ancestral goddess of Japanese emperors. Shinto is a polytheistic religion rooted in animism, the belief in the spiritual essence of nature and objects. It does not have a single supreme deity, but rather a multitude of gods. At the top of the divine hierarchy are the primordial creator deities Izanagi and Izanami. According to the chronicles, they formed the Japanese islands and all living beings. The sun goddess Amaterasu, their daughter, is the highest deity in the Shinto pantheon. The Shinto pantheon is divided into celestial and earthly deities. The celestial gods are ethereal, invisible beings, and the emperor and his aristocratic court were believed to be their descendants. Upon death, they would ascend to the heavens, unlike ordinary people. Commoners, particularly farmers, were considered the descendants of earthly gods who descended from the heavens. The fundamental principle of Shintoism is living in harmony with the surrounding world and people. It is believed that gods, humans, and spirits form a continuous cycle of reincarnation. A person with a pure heart and soul, who does not commit evil, is considered highly virtuous. Izanagi and Izanami. These deities created the Japanese islands. They were the first gods capable of reproduction. Izanagi and his future wife Izanami descended from the heavens onto the newly formed island of Onogoro, where they married. In addition to giving birth to new gods, they created Japan's main islands. Another version of the myth suggests that the islands were formed from drops falling from Izanagi's spear. After Izanami died, she descended into the underworld. Unable to accept her loss, Izanagi followed her, only to find that she had transformed into a decaying corpse. Horrified, he fled and sealed the entrance to the underworld with stones. In anger, Izanami vowed to take 1,000 lives each day, and to counterbalance this, Izanagi created 1,500 new lives daily, thus bringing the concept of death into existence. Following these events, Izanagi performed a purification ritual, giving birth to 3 important deities: Tsukuyomi, moon god; Amaterasu, sun goddess; Susanoo, sea god. To emphasize the uniqueness of Japan's imperial rule, there is a myth linking the first emperor, Jimmu, to the sun goddess Amaterasu. His great-grandfather, Ninigi, was Amaterasu's grandson. This divine ancestry grants Japanese emperors their sacred right to rule. Tsukuyomi. The moon god is Amaterasu's brother. He appears in fewer myths compared to other deities. One legend states that Amaterasu falsely accused Tsukuyomi of killing Ukamochi, the goddess of food, in order to separate him from the heavens. Following this event, Tsukuyomi was confined to the dark side of the sky. Susanoo is the second most significant deity in modern Japan. He once challenged Amaterasu for power, nearly plunging the world into darkness. He is associated with internal conflicts and chaos. Though he rejected his domain over the seas, the title of the sea god was later given to Watatsumi. In contemporary Japan, Susanoo is linked to natural disasters, supernatural creatures in Japanese mythology. Oni are demonic, horned creatures with fangs, often depicted in black, blue, or red. They are nearly impossible to kill, as their severed body parts regenerate. Bakemono and Obake are shape-shifting monsters and spirits, sometimes appearing as animals. Yurei are ghosts of the deceased who died unnaturally. Yokai is a broad category of supernatural creatures with unusual appearances, generally avoiding humans unless encountered by chance. Japanese mythology is a vital part of folk tradition, offering profound insights into the psychology and worldview of the Japanese people.